Glenn, thank you very much for giving me your very, very valuable time and agreeing to speak with me.
We'll
We'll
talk.
talk. Sandra, silence. We cover up. We keep quiet. We don't talk.
Yes,
What does
we don't.
that do?
That shuts us right out of life. I really think that violence comes in so many different ways, physical or mental. And this is mental abuse. This is total mental abuse. You really need to realize that you don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's the narcissism does go over into physical abuse and
Yes.
sexual abuse, but it
Yes.
starts off with the sticking of the toe in dipping the toe in the water to see, can I get away with verbal abuse? And when I say, okay, that's okay, I forgive you 10 times, then I start with the emotional abuse, the crazy making, and
Yes.
and we keep quiet and we protect them, and they don't deserve to be protected because any narcissist out there has a wake of victims that he leaves, but you're not a
Oh,
victim. You look like a victor to me. You look like a survivor. You look like a queen to me.
oh,
And
thank you.
I'm absolutely thrilled, and I thank you for writing that book because if you can inspire 100,000 people, that's awesome. People need to
Yeah.
get up, and I hope the men go and read it as well.
Yes. Yes. And the men, I do talk to a lot of men, actually. A lot of men email me, and my boyfriend always says, well, are they emailing you because they want to meet you? And I'm like, no, like, you don't like that. That's a narcissistic tendency, right? To want to control that. And I'm always like, just stop it. Like, you can't tell me who I could talk to and who I can talk to, but you need to realize that people just want to be heard. They just want to be heard. And again, women are narcissists, and I understand that. I
Yes.
totally understand that.
And I
So,
think it's harder for men to say, listen, my wife treats me like crap. She's
yes,
dethroned me completely. She's taken the crown off my head. It's hard. It's embarrassing. So the men keep
absolutely.
quiet.
Absolutely. And it really is. It totally cuts out their masculine what's the word? Masculinity, I guess.
Masculinity.
Yes, yes, it totally cuts that down. They don't feel like they're the man of the house anymore, right? So how embarrassing is that?
Another sort of drawback or slashback that I come up against is women will come to me, the narcissist woman will say to me, well, my husband no longer approaches me for affection. And I'm thinking, what do you expect? What do you
It-
expect? You have emasculated him. You have taken away his manhood. You silence him when he tries to speak. You belittle him. You just minimize his very existence. And you
exactly.
you think he's going to want to chase after you? They seem to not understand that.
Yeah.
It's like there's no um, recompense. They just
No, none at all. None at all. And it's because it's them. They're only thinking of them again, right? They're thinking, well, why are they not doing this for me? Because it's about me, right? It's about how they have taken everything away from them, and they still want to know, well, why are they not, fulfilling my needs?
absolutely, absolutely, yes. There's nothing inside of that man. He cannot dig inside of himself to bring it out because you've taken it away. You've stomped it on it. stomped on it.
Exactly.
So don't stop
Exactly.
crying now. Change your ways.
Well, and then they turn around and they'll have an affair. And then they'll say, well, it's your fault I had the affair.
Yes.
Well, so you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't.
I think what has happened here, transpired in our conversation, was a good thing. We've realized it's not just women who are victims of narcissistic abuse, men are victims as well. And my heart
Yes.
goes out to the men, especially because they
Yeah.
keep quiet. The women tend to, because I think it's easier for a woman to cry to say, you hurt me. But I mean, a man
Yeah.
can't do this. He's,
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. And, it's almost like that boy who cried wolf, right?
yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
that's exactly what it is. And it's the woe is me that the narcissist always plays. I had that affair because they weren't treating me how they were supposed to be treating me. Well, you took all that away. You took all that away from them.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
take your man's manhood away and then go crying about it, ladies.
exactly.
Don't do this. Decide.
Exactly.
Decide what you want to be. He's either on the throne or not.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree. I totally agree. And men do tend to, there's a lot of narcissistic women out there, but like I say, we're just much sneakier about it. Women are much more sneaky and
Yeah,
cohort about it.
absolutely, absolutely. And I find that most of the women are covert. One, covert, malignant, because they
Yeah.
are pure, unadulterated evil. So
Yeah.
malignant, but so covert. You've got to scratch really, really deep. And it's only when you sit with the two of them that you realize when he said something and you think,
Yes.
what no, she was just trying to say something and she nearly bit his head off.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, it's like
Exactly.
that. I see who the problem is.
Yeah. And these men will say to their friends, like, well, their friends will say to them, oh, you're whipped. That seems to be the saying, you're whipped.
Yes, you're right.
Well, yeah, absolutely they're being whipped, but they don't see it. And then they get on the defensive and then you've got your whole cycle.
Yes,
You've
it
just got a
is
cycle.
very, very sad. And actually, there is really no way to fix this. I know we spoke about if you decide to stay, but like you said, if you decide to stay, be prepared to disappear.
Yes,
You must disappear. If you don't want to disappear, get out.
that's
That's
right.
the only way. No contact, get out, get as far away as you possibly can. Whether you are a man or a woman, if you are dealing with a narcissist, get away.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you very much for your time. Um, be blessed, and thank you for all the good that you are doing.
Thank you so much.